Okay, guys. Man, I'm really proud of our team tonight. I thought, with everything that's gone on with our community, everything that these guys have gone through, I thought they epitomized and they represented the city the right way. You talk about sports offering a platform for people to come together, offer a little bit of temporary relief, and I thought the way that our team competed tonight was what it looked like. To stay connected, to stay together, just to fight the spirit, the resilience, all the different things that are great traits that this team has really built through the challenges that they've gone through over the course of this season, and I'm really proud of them. I'm excited to be able to move forward. I got a lot of respect for Kevin and his group. They did an outstanding job this year. They were a really tough outfit, and I thought, Matthew was outstanding from the jump. We put the ball in his hands. Thought he really did a great job of orchestrating 2 scoring drives right from the jump. And then really defensively, you can't say enough about them. Getting 9 sacks, getting the defensive touchdown for Verse. I thought Ethan Evans was outstanding again. Really proud of him. And then, Josh Carty's been automatic. So we played the game a little bit differently towards the latter part of it. When you end up having a lead, you're really just working up against the clock, where we were a little bit more conservative. But I thought our offensive line did an excellent job against that front. And I thought it was a complete game where, you're playing to win and try to advance. And what a great challenge we've got next week at Philly. Yeah.
Aaron's retirement. Aaron's in the stands looking on.
That was cool.
What did you see from them tonight? How did they channel a very emotional time?
I think these guys are all about the right stuff, Jordan. I think you know that as well. Kobe Turner's leadership up front. I think, Chris Shula, the defensive coaches, Giff Smith, A.C. Carter, Joe Caniglio, thought we had a great rush plan. And I thought ultimately it's always about the players bringing it to life and having a real understanding of what we were trying to get done, what was the intent. They have really played excellent football as of late. They're peaking at the right time. They're not showing any of that youth that you would think, as you play your 18th game in in this season. But I'm proud of them. They came through in a big way, and they were instrumental in us being able to advance. Why would you remind me of this? Now we're having a lot better memory. Yeah, I think a lot. You go back to week 2, that seems like an eternity ago. But what I think is great is all those scars were necessary to be able to get us to the point that we are today. Even some of the tough losses being 1-4, I think there's a resilience, there's a grit, there's just, you get those, you learn from those challenging setbacks. And that's where real growth can occur if people take the right approach and you have the right kinds of people, and we certainly do. And I'm really proud of them. I'm not surprised, though, because they've been consistent, they've been steady. We're grateful for the win. And now, while we were certainly excited about being able to advance, we've got a short week, and we've got a great challenge ahead of us against a team that humbled us at our place when we played them the last time.
Emotion doesn't show up in a box score. How do you describe what this team did to channel that emotion in you?
I think you can feel it more than anything I could say. There was just, they had a look in their eye. They had a focus, the right kind of urgency and enjoyment that we always try to strike that perfect balance, Kirk. And I was just proud of them. And I think you could just feel it. You could feel it in warm-ups. There was just an aura. There was, once we got to Arizona, and I thought we did a great job really on our Friday practice when it was still at, I want to say Kowloon, Woodland Hills. But once we got here, I think that offered, just a chance to kind of exhale. Now let's lock in. Let's all be in the same place. Let's have 2 really good days of preparation, and then let's peak at the right time. And our guys certainly did that. It seems like we've been here for a while. It seems like we were waiting on this game for a long time, and this Philly game will come really quickly.
Matthew comes out, he's 10 for 10.
Yeah.
How's that settle things down, moderation?
It was huge, Sam, and that was part of what we wanted to be able to do. We wanted to put the ball in his hands, let him execute. They were really aggressive on early downs as of late. I thought our offensive line and our protection held up, and guys got the separation, and he threw on time and in rhythm. And I thought there was a good mixture. Thought he made some really big-time plays and some possession-type downs as well. And, he was outstanding. And then really the numbers aren't reflective of how much command he had, because we did kind of pull off the brakes a little bit once we were able to get a lead. But I thought the 2-minute drive that he scored on to allow us to go up 24-3, and then even our first possession in the second half to really churn off a bunch of clock, end up, getting a field goal right there. That was big. And then we were a lot more conservative, with our possessions from that point on. And then I've never seen quite anything like all those holdings on the one drive where I think it was second and about 57.
Based on what you've seen this season and this week, how do you expect
I expect them to respond the right way, Omar. I expect them to be ready to go. The first thing is let's put together a good plan in terms of how we want to make sure that we turn over. We're ready to go. It's going to be a cross-country trip for us. But, we've been in a similar scenario and situation now. We didn't have to travel back home when we ended up playing Arizona on Monday night in the 21 season, and then we flew out to Tampa to play them on Sunday at 2 o'clock, which is when I believe that we're kicking off. So I expect them to respond the right way. That's all they've shown me. He's at the hospital. He's in stable condition. It was just something with his chest. I think he's going to be okay. What does that mean in terms of his status moving forward? I don't know. And then Akello Witherspoon left with a hamstring.
You mentioned Kobe Turner's leadership. For someone who's just finishing his second year in the National Football League, how has he allowed himself to become such a leader and help with that and become someone who's a leader?
Yeah, I think I'm sure you know him, but anybody that's been around him, I think this guy is mature beyond his years. He's got a wisdom, he's got an authenticity about himself, the way that he goes about his work, where he models the way. So when he speaks, guys listen. He learned from Aaron last year. He saw what a great example that was. But I think he's got a C on his chest, where he was basically unanimously voted a captain. I think that's a real sign of the respect that his teammates have for him. But he's doing it in his own way that's authentic to his personality, and I think that's what resonates with guys. He's a stud. And he's also Goo from The Masked Singer. He's a stud. He did a great job. He was ready to go. I thought he played well last week. I thought he handled, the things that he could control the right way. His preparation, his approach. Aubrey does such a great job with those guys on the back end, as well as Coach Beek. He had Kobe ready to go. There was a lot of different things. That offense is excellent. Kevin does a great job with his offensive coaches, and then obviously the personnel. But I thought there was a lot of things that, in terms of just the preparation, where he was able to anticipate, not guess, made some big time plays, and I was really proud of Kobe Durant.
Going back to the pressure plan that you guys designed, very mathematical in the way that you guys were going after it and some of the selective blitzing.
Yeah. What was your favorite one?
Apellis.
Nice.
What did you see on tape either before that?
Yeah, I think there were some change-ups. It's really, I got a chance, and we got a chance to really be able to get a little bit of a jump based on how we were able to approach the previous week, knowing that this could possibly be a matchup that we would have. And there were certain scenarios where it presented itself, no different than it would for a lot of different offenses. And I thought Chris and the defensive coaches did an excellent job of creating an understanding of the intent, why we're doing it, and then being able to get it done, get to them at the right times, and then the execution to come to life. There's nothing better than that. I was really, it was awesome to see. All right. Thank you, guys.